Do you see this? Ah! My Linux Ubuntu laptop needs to be rebuilt. I think it's official. Needs to be rebuilt because this keeps happening. This memory 81%, processes 243, CPU 42%. Why? Look at it. I was cruising along, no problem. I worked so hard during the week, and even during the weekend, I was actually taking it easy for a little bit, watching some YouTube videos, car videos and things like that. And there's me cruising along, no problem. And then, well, what just happened? It just jumped. Then it's like, boom! Was ist das? Was ist das? Was ist das? I think it's German. Yeah, it just spiked up. Now look what it's doing. What's going on? It's jumping around. What is happening? It is going berserko. Look at the CPU. 66%, 48%. Wow. That's actually Task Manager. Task Manager is taking all that CPU. And then under that is mount, root, MyPython. So PyCharm is up to 7, 11%. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know what's going on, but I think it's time to rebuild this laptop. I've been putting it off for long enough. So, something's definitely funky. Anyway, how was everybody doing this weekend? What are you guys up to across the globe? Mega Noob, Gnarls, MJ Shahid, Dry Ice. We got some new people that just subscribed as well. We got 2 Johns. We got to figure out which John is the better John. Which John is the best John out of all the Johns on this channel? And I was going to make a joke, but I won't make that joke. Anyway, let me know what you guys are doing for the weekend. And as for me, as always, Python. I did some videos, and I did some practice exercises, messing around with dictionaries. I actually had an idea in terms of how I could explain dictionaries to you guys, and I was thinking about, because I'm trying to convert the style of what I'm doing to a style where we start focusing on the practical. So instead of me just giving you theoretical stuff like, oh, here's a list, you can put a bunch of things in there, like, why would you want to do that? I want to start doing, like, for example, I did the for loops. I did a practical example of something you could actually produce that would be useful, that uses a for loop. So I thought of an idea that a good use, I mean, obviously fixed messages, for those of you guys that are familiar with financial technology and the fixed protocol. But another thing that's more standard that anybody can understand is an inventory. Think about an inventory. Think about using, I gotta keep looking at you guys and not looking at myself. I'm over here. You guys are over here. Okay. So inventory, very basic concept. You have an item and then you have a value, right? How many of them? I have apples, right? So I have apple is one of the things that I have. How many apples do you have? I have 5. So you have apple and you have 5. I have, as far as another category, house. How many houses do you have? Houses, right? 3 houses. I got 3 houses. 2 mansions and a beach house. Anyway, so I just thought that'd be a good way to look at it in terms of when I'm going to do my tutorial talking about dictionaries. I will give an example of something that has to do with inventory, because that's basically not what it is, but that's something, a practical use for a dictionary, where you have an inventory of something. Could be anything. Could be something relevant to a game. Maybe you have, let's say you're doing a game and you have health, right? How many points of health does your character have? You could store the health value in a dictionary, in an item. The health would be the key, right? And then the value would be how many, let's say 10 is full health or 100 is full health, right? It's got 20 health, 50 health. So whenever, let's say whenever your player gets hit, and I was actually thinking, I'm brainstorming here. I'm doing a live stream and actually coming up with some ideas. We could do some conceptual game stuff, not actual full out game, but we don't have to actually build a game to actually do some educational things that utilize game concepts, like the thing I'm talking about right now. I mean, we don't have to have an actual game to have something, for example, that would use, this might be the tutorial, something that uses a dictionary to track parameters for your players. So you have health value, you have how many bullets the person has, their strength level, right? So for example, let's say, so we have a bunch of events. When the events occur, some of them will actually, the very bad connection, it says. I don't know what's up with that. Let me make sure I'm on Wi-Fi. So when certain events occur, I'm on Wi-Fi, so I don't know why it's talking about very bad connection. When certain events occur, it can affect your dictionary. So for example, in the dictionary, you have something called health. When the event that we shall call, let's see, 9 millimeter underscore strike, right? So you got hit with a 9mm bullet. When that occurs, there's we refer to that in our code as 9mm strike. Now, 9mm strike could be a function, and as part of that function, we could basically have instructions to modify the value for health. So you could say, you know, first of all, calculate the new value. So you could pull the current value of health, subtract whatever the function says. For a 9mm bullet, you're gonna take 5 health or 10 health, right? So subtract 10 from the current health value, and then pretty much just have the code insert this new value to overwrite the existing health value. So now your health has been downgraded. So I'm gonna do that. I think this is a great idea. Let's do some video game stuff, not full on video game. Who knows how far things will go? Maybe we'll eventually do an actual video game, but we can actually track certain elements, like for example, like health tracking, bullet tracking, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So anyway, what are you guys doing for the weekend? Why does this thing always say bad connection? I'm not using my data. I'm not using my data. I'm using Wi-Fi. There's a strong Wi-Fi signal in here. I don't know, maybe in the future I'm gonna turn off my data so I know for a fact that it's using Wi-Fi. I'm getting very suspicious that it might actually be using my my data. Anyway, that's all I have, guys. So I am going to also, I think I'm getting a little bit scatterbrained. I need to get focused on, there's a bunch of projects that I want us to work on. I want us to start working on those projects like now. You know, stop talking about, be about it. So I need to always be on a daily basis looking at our project list and, making progress with that list. I need to be, looking at what we've done, lessons on so far, and applying them to certain projects that we can work on together. So I need to figure out what I want to start us with, but I was thinking we start with something simple, and as time goes by, we can, make it better and better. So, as I teach you guys more advanced concepts, I keep saying bad connection, I don't know what's up with that. As we teach you guys more advanced concepts, I can enhance the program, whatever it is we're working on, and I can make the code available on like a G drive like I did before, so everybody can have access to it, and we can keep modifying it and modifying it. I want to assign also to some of you guys certain tasks. So you're responsible for this, you're responsible for something else, and then together we build something. Anyway, I am rambling. I'm gonna stop rambling right now. So anyway, comment below. Let me know what you guys have planned for the weekend, and thumbs up the video. Definitely appreciate the support. CPU squad. All right, guys. I am out. I see someone just joined us late in the game, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. CPU squad out.